Okay, guys, I'm gonna read you a story that I've been writing, or as you can tell, typing. It is called The Athenian Princess. And this is the introduction, chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a 5-year-old Athenian princess named Zelia. She was so full of joy that every time she walked in a room, it would just light up. She loved playing in the castle every day and playing tricks on everyone in it. Now, Zelia wasn't your typical ordinary princess. In fact, she was an only child, so her parents basically let her do anything she wanted as long as she didn't cause any trouble or get in anybody's way. But that was 3 months ago. Now everything in Athenia isn't all too good. You see, a week ago Athenia was getting threats by the king's older brother Alroy and his evil soldiers, and being only 5 years old, Zelia didn't quite understand what was happening. All she knew was that she was scared and she wanted to be with her mother and father all the time, every time she heard explosions nearby. Today, Zelia would usually play in the garden, but since there are threats going around, all guards are set to be on high alert if anyone suspicious looking comes near the castle. But the head guard of Athenia, Damien, is ordered to keep the princess safe and has been since she was born. Here in the throne room, the king and queen are sitting in their chairs giving orders to guards to make sure everything is going smoothly and their daughter and the people of Athenia are safe. Your Majesties, the castle grounds have been cleared of all suspicious-looking civilians. Thank you, Matthias. You may go. Thank you, King Aldrich. As Matthias leaves, King Astraea speaks up and asks him a question. Matthias, the second head guard of Athenia, turns around. Yes, my queen, Matthias says. On your way out, can you go and check on Damien and check to see if Zelia is alright? Yes, your majesty, Matthias replies back. Queen Astraea nods her head at Matthias, and he turns around and he returns to his duties. Approaching the princess's room, Matthias sees Damien and asks how the princess is doing, and Damien replies, Yes, sir, the princess is just sleeping, sir. She couldn't sleep last night, sir. Thank you. I will report back to Queen Astraea. As Matthias returns back to the throne room to give an answer back to Queen Astraea, a loud explosion is heard near the castle. Matthias rushes to the front of the castle to see what it was. As he runs past the princess's room, he can tell that the explosion woke her up by all the crying. As he approaches the front of the castle, one of the guards runs into Matthias on the way in, and as he catches his breath, he tells Matthias that a mystical bomb landed near the castle and that some of the guards got caught in the explosion and some were injured. Hearing this, Matthias had all guards except Damien and the 2 protecting the king and queen head towards the front of the castle to help and aid the injured guards and bring the dead bodies to the morgue. Matthias rushes back to the throne room. As he approaches the king and queen, Queen Astraea sees Matthias and hurriedly runs over with a concerned look on her face. Matthias, we heard the explosion. Is everything alright? Is Zelia okay? Before the queen could finish talking, Matthias respectively interrupted her. Your Majesty, everything is fine. I have our guards taking care of it. But that's actually what I came in here for, to tell you what's going on. Matthias turns to King Aldrich and tells him what had happened. Okay, well, is Zelia alive? Matthias replies back, yes, sir. Well, sir, if I'm honest, when I went past the room, it looked like she was pretty freaked out by the explosion. Hearing this, Queen Estrella turned around and hurriedly walked to her daughter's room. Before the king followed, he asked Matthias how the people in the village are doing after the explosion went off. Matthias tells King Aldrich that they're fine, but there are some who are distressed about the sound of the explosion, but he will handle that after the destruction. Coming up to her daughter's bedroom, Queen Estrella notices Damien looking into Zelia's room from the doorway, and as she approaches him, Damien turns around and notices her too, and stops her in her tracks before she could enter the room. Worried, Damien, please, I need to see my daughter. Damien replies back and tells her that she can't because the explosion scared Zelia so much that she had a panic attack and started having seizures. So he got the royal doctor, and that they are working on her right now, but her powers are making it difficult to do so because it's making everything glitch. I assure you, Your Majesty, Zelia is going to be alright, as Damien tries to comfort her. Matthias and King Aldrich show up right behind Queen Estrella and is confused why her and Damien are outside Zelia's room. Then as King Aldrich turns his head into the bedroom, the lights near them start to flicker and the electricity starts to emerge from Zelia's body. Seeing this, Queen Estrella rushes in to try and comfort her daughter, and to the doctor's surprise, it worked. The lights had stopped flickering and the electricity dissipated into the air. Everyone was relieved that their daughter and princess was okay. Now this is chapter 2. 2 days after Zelia's panic power attack, Zelia is with her mother in the throne room, all curled up on her mother's lap. ¿Estás bien, cariño? Said Queen Estrella to her daughter. ¿Necesitas algo? As Zelia clung onto her mother, petrified with fear, she replied back, Quiero mi manita, mami. Queen Estrella calls out to Damien, who was standing on the other side of King Aldrich. As he heard Queen Estrella call out to him, he walked over to her and stood at ease in front of her. Yes, Your Majesty, said Damien. Can you please go and get Zelia her blanket from her room? I think you know which one she likes. Damien acknowledged the queen and turned to go and apprehend the princess's blanket. Matthias walks into the throne room minutes after Damien leaves and comes bearing news for the king and queen, telling them that the royal family of Cotyledónia have arrived with bad news. The Cotyledonian family walks right in after Matthias just finishes delivering the news, and you can see Damien coming in right after delivering the princess's blanket to Queen Estrella. King Aldrich stands up and walks towards the royal family, greeting them one by one and welcomes them to Athena. The king and queen of Cotyledónia, King Volod and Queen Nikita and their daughter Princess Vivian, who's around Zelia's age, had just came from their kingdom, which had been attacked by King Aldric's brother, Lord Alroy. But they didn't know that was King Aldric's brother. All they knew that they had to get themselves and any refuge survivors still trying to escape Lord Alroy's evil doing. King Valor tried explaining that an evil lord had attacked their kingdom and had barely made it out, and as they were escaping and getting the people out, they heard the evil lord say something about the king of Athenia and how the kingdom of Athenia was next. Hearing this, King Aldric had Matthias and Damien start preparing the royal army of gods for war and warned the people of Athenia to safely pack up and head to the ships that were taking them to a safer place until the war is over and it's safe to come home. Now, I'm filming this because some of y'all will be saying y'all can't hear me, so I filmed this so y'all know, y'all can at least see where and what I'm reading. Also, if y'all have any ideas what I should put in this book, feel free to comment and feel free to share it with anyone you know, because I need the, I don't know what it is called, what the word's called, but I need to know how it is. Also, if y'all know any editors, feel free to comment. Anyways, I hope y'all liked it and y'all could hear me. Bye.